Bernie Sanders was talking to Anderson Cooper about the new tariffs and proceeded to try to quote Ronald Reagan, not realizing that it was actually a scripture, a very famous scripture from the Bible. Take a look.
And right now, I got to tell you that in Canada, when you have a president of the United States who goes out of his way to insult the prime minister, he calls him governor. Oh, by the way, you're a Canadian. We're going to make you the 51st state. Canadians, who I love, they're great people. They're not coming into Vermont anymore. They're not coming into America. They're boycotting American goods. Similar to our friends in Mexico and all over the world. These are our allies. We fought World War II. We defeated Nazism, fighting with our friends in UK and France throughout Europe. And now they're saying, what in God's name is going on with the United States of America? So the idea that this nation, which all of us want to see as a, what did Ronald Reagan call it? The city on the mountain.
Shining city on a hill.
City on a hill, close, all right. I don't quote Reagan all that often. But, you know, we want to be a model to the world. We want people to look at us and say, we want to be like the United States. Not, oh God, United States, what are they doing?
This is why I don't trust anyone on the left. And I'm not saying you have to be a Christian to be on the right, by the way, but 90% of conservatives out there know about a shining light on the hill. They know what that is from the Bible. Like, that's basic stuff. This isn't some fringe Bible verse. And neither Anderson Cooper or Bernie Sanders have any idea that that isn't Ronald Reagan's line. That's a very commonly said line from the Bible. Now, other than that, I actually have a pretty big problem. I want to get into kind of the problem of him quoting this. My big problem with the premise behind what Bernie says is that leftists who aren't Christians do this stuff all the time. They're not Christian and they come out and they quote the Bible. He doesn't know he's quoting the Bible there. But they quote the Bible as if that's supposed to be some political advice for you. They take something Christ said and then they apply it to politics as if Christ was like advising the president of the United States, or as if Christ was like speaking to his followers at one point and was like telling them how to vote on, on policy or their leaders. Let me say this loud and clear. This is one of my this is happening all over the internet right now. A lot of people have done this, especially on the left. How you live your personal life is not how politics should be run. And Christ said that much. Christ literally said, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. So you get leftists all the time saying stuff like this. They'll say, oh, you're not very Christ-like because you won't pay more taxes for social welfare. Didn't Christ, say to be more charitable? Didn't he say to give to the poor? And my problem with this is that Christ never once said that the government should force people to pay into government programs that don't work very well. But the left acts as if, and again, they don't even believe in the Bible in the first place, so why they would use that as a place of authority makes no sense to me other than to just club Christians over the head. But what leftists end up doing is they cheapen Christianity, and we let them do that, and we should not. Instead of giving to the people in your community like willingly, it turns out that being forced to have a percentage of your paycheck given to the government for their program is not the way to do it. And yet that's what they're saying you should do. That's just one example. That's not charity. We all know that. And this is why I don't like when Bernie Sanders says the U.S. should just be the shining light on the hill. Because my question is, when did Christ say that Rome should be a shining light on the hill? He never said that. At no point did he look at his disciples and say, oh yeah, this country should be a shining light on the hill. No, he said, we should be the shining light on the hill as individuals. That's a big difference. Did you know that hundreds of thousands of people are going to lose millions of dollars this year because they forget to file their taxes? This year, 88% of filers are getting a return of at least $3,000 back from the IRS, but there's a lot of people out there who are not filing, thinking they're going to lose money, and they're actually leaving money on the table. And that's why I partnered with Quick Tax America. Quick Tax America has gotten its average tax returner over $4,000 back from the IRS just this year. And unlike the other services that have raised rates because it's April, they have not raised rates at all. And all federal returns with them are only $69. It's one transparent price because it's their only price, no matter how complicated your taxes are. Quick Tax America ensures you get the best and biggest return possible, and they do all the work for you as well. All you have to do is upload your files, answer a few basic questions, and then schedule a 15-minute finish your return call with a tax professional to make sure everything is A-OK, and they do all the rest of the work. So go check them out at quicktaxamerica.com, or you can go to the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, go down below, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and watch another video.